Oke guys, selamat datang di game yang ketiga ya guys ya, antara tim Gullit melawan AC Monza Grand Final. Oke.
I was talking with both Diego and Nid. They played against Emre like 3 hours ago, and they said
susunan
he's just
timnya
relentless.
ini masih sama dari kedua timnya, masih pakai pemain yang sama. Cuma tadi itu Fofana nggak ada, tadi itu pakai siapa lupa aku namanya, Lucio sama siapa tadi lupa aku guys. Gitu.
Keep in mind, he's kicking from right to left in that Team Gullit strip, as you were saying, Gravison.
Yeah, basically it's that. He doesn't stop, and he doesn't do any mistakes on the build-up. There's many players who.
Oh ya, tadi pakai David Alaba tadi. Sekarang diganti Fofana.
But he doesn't lose the ball. He always ends up with a clear chance. So he ends up with what? 15, 10 clear chances a game. That's too much.
Kedua tim pakai David Alaba sama itu. Cuma yang dari tim Gullit masih pakai Alaba Lucio. Yang dari tim Monza itu sekarang pakai Fofana sama Lucio. Offside.
One thing that Jesus has been so good at, Gravison, is those really quick through balls. It's a case of Frederick can't play too high, but also when he's diving into the tackles, he has to get it right. Otherwise, he pulls a man out of position. R9 or Ronaldinho, so to speak, have got a one-on-one.
That's the thing about the depth. They're both using like 75 depth in their defense side of things, so that's why both the defenders are just.
Cuma kalau dua leg tim Gullit menang itu udah pasti juara guys. Kecuali kalau game yang ketiga keempat misalnya AC Monza yang menang itu dilanjutkan ke adu penalti. Itu sih. Kalau dari melihat ke Champions League yang tahun kemarin gitu.
Emre Yilmaz has played 4 more legs of FIFA, but the goal scoring numbers that he's putting up is absurd. He's had 100 total shots.
And what's interesting, you had a talk with Emre Yilmaz before today started, Richard. I overheard the conversation. It was something on the lines of,
Anjir.
Why do you think you are, like, why are you so good? What separates you from the rest of the players?
Yeah, and he didn't really have too much to say. I think it was just the fact that mechanically he is
offset, guys,
minimizing mistakes in his gameplay, and I think he's very modest. He's not going to say that he's just cracked on the sticks, which he is. Like, he is ridiculous. However, the thing I wanted to ask him as well, that ball through the middle again, what's changed from being a semi-finalist last summer in Copenhagen to now being in the grand final, to being arguably the best player in the world? He just says, just practice, just getting the reps in.
Pokoknya kontenku ini konsisten lah guys. Oh itu tentang FIFA Mobile atau FIFA konsol. Yang penting gamenya FIFA, e-sport gitulah. Kalau e-football aku masih menyesuaikan lagi.
In the past, you have to have had suffered defeat. You have to have had heartbreaking moments. He's had that, and he knows how to deal with it and move on.
Good ball, kindly back to Gullit. We'll strike that. The path of something else he said in that conversation as well, which was in the moment he just gets the.
Komentatornya ini sama-sama dari CEO-nya langsung ya. Jami siapa tadi lupa aku namanya. Itu dari CEO-nya AC Monza. Ruud Gullit dari timnya CEO-nya timnya Ruud Gullit sendiri. Gitu. Gol. Enggak lu.
And it was green.
No way.
How on earth, David Ginola, have you not even hit the target?
I can't believe that.
I'm subbing him off. He's not playing my team anymore.
Pull him off. Dirt cow, on you go, mate.
Oh, that was perfect.
He did everything right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Emre's time in Istanbul.
Okay.
Back to Al-Ryran, who's causing even more nightmares in the Champions League. R9 is going to fall back kindly. Is there a skill move or two? Yes, there is, because it's Emre Yilmaz.
Nice. Ayo tim Gullit. Semangat.
Again and again and again, so unpredictable, and it's just so hard to even guess with the goalkeeper what to do.
He got slightly fortunate that the ball bounced back to him, but it instantly made it work. The little bit of close control dribbling to turn his body around, and then the reverse elastico around the corner.
Yeah, Torre down the other end straight away for Jesus. Ball roll inside. David Ginola's just not there.
Doesn't it remind you of the second goal of the first leg?
Yes.
You know, ball control,
reverse
elastico and a goal. Yeah.
I'm going to make an observation, fellas. I think that miss that David Ginola had for Jesus is playing on his mind.
It might.
Oh, 9. Oh, I thought that was in.
Yeah.
Saw the net ripple and thought that was flying into the back of the net. I think we have to look into this mentally as well for Jesus. Not lost a game today. To lose it in a grand final in a bracket reset. Prav, you've been in many matches, many finals before. As a player, that must be so hard to reset from because you don't really get a break. Yes, it's a couple of minutes in an ad break. You're back into it again.
The thing is, you're in an 8-win streak and you feel invincible. You feel like no one's going to beat you. And then it's hard to come back to reality when you get beaten. So all your confidence just goes to zero in a match. And how do you recompose from that? If you are a player like Nicolas, you can do it because you're experienced. You've been...
Shit for Jesus, no disrespect, no one else is Nicolas. There's one Nicolas, and that's why he's arguably the greatest FIFA player we've ever seen.
But I'm telling you, it helps you having Katja sitting beside you.
Because he's been in that situation as well.
Yep.
As you know, it was online, but nevertheless, he made a grand final. Katja lost to Oliver PN those few years ago, but would know just how to guide his teammate through a game like this, especially when he's feeling like he's not going his way at the moment.
5 shots, 1.7 XG for
Oke guys, kembali lagi di babak yang kedua.
Where something like that happens, whether maybe it's a mistake you've made, whether it's a chance that you feel as though should have gone in, it plays on your mind. You say, forget about it, but it does. It's in the back of your mind, and he's thinking, well, this would have been 1-1. I'd have been in the game.
The thing is it's a bad thought to have, but you cannot like erase it from your memory. You're gonna be like defending now, and you're gonna be thinking, man, that miss.
Capdevilla, can he put on a play? No, he can't. The angle was too tight, really, for asking. He goes for a corner, nevertheless, but for a split second there, I thought there was a cutback available. Emre Yilmaz wins a corner, plays it back to David Ginola. Gullit just gets bombarded there by a few shirts. Valverde does enough, but not enough to keep the ball away from a team Gullit shirt. It's another wave of pressure, and it's another stubborn goal for Emre Yilmaz. This time it's Ronaldinho adds his goal onto the tally.
It's unreal.
I mean, that pass, that extra pass, what can we say? Brilliant.
No one saw it. One person did. Emre Yilmaz.
Oh.
I feel like for Emre Yilmaz, I know it's early days, I know we've still got a second leg, but you look at all that he's achieved in the last sort of 12 months of FIFA. What's the one thing he's been missing? A trophy, alongside just backing up all that top 4 in an E-World Cup. Dominance in Europe across many FGS tournaments. Could this be his big ticket, his big trophy? No doubt it will be his biggest ever payday. Just for getting to this grand final.
He's running wild. Just see the bodies going forward. There is no let-up whatsoever in Emre Yilmaz's mindset.
Jesus is really in a battle at the moment.
And the thing is, he just spun out of nowhere because on playoffs we had Manuel Bashir not losing a single match, so we didn't talk about Emre that much. But then he appeared out of nowhere, he spun on the World Cup top 4, and from that day on,
to the moon.
There was a crazy story about Emre Yilmaz. It was even like he played online seasons or something. It was just
career mode.
Career mode last year. Started to have a little goal on the division rivals for anyone that's watching. Here's another chance. Back to David Ginola, then this time finds the back of the net.
Wah, kena mental sih biasanya ini.
Unbelievable.
Mental biasanya, guys.
This doesn't typically happen. Very rarely.
In grand finals.
Very rarely does someone reset the bracket and then pick up where they left off. It is just relentless. I think that's the best word to describe Emre Yilmaz right now. Relentless pressure that he's putting on Jesus.
He's so methodical in the way he plays FIFA. He trigger runs, He driven passes into the strikers. He creates runs for the German cross as well. And you cannot stop all three of those things. So if you stop one of those, he's going for the other. And there's just so much you can do defensively.
Targetnya udah dipasang tadi tuh. Di lock target.
I think the only thing that could defeat Emre at this point is himself. If he starts taking his foot off the gas and allows Jesus back into the game, as he might do here. David Ginola green-timed. It's been the story of the game so far, that green-timed shot. How things could be different if that goes in.
And it reminds me, I interviewed Carlos Moya, which is a former top 1 tennis player in the world, and he told me, he's coaching now Rafael Nadal, and he told me, if I could change any 3 shots in a match that I would want to, my player would win any matches he will. And I think in FIFA it's the same.
Yep. Has to go now. Has to be away back in the tie. It's just not connecting, is it?
The dominoes aren't falling. And he'll probably feel as though he's not even played that bad, to be honest, in this leg. But Emre has been flawless in the final third.
Oh, the ball control.
Great feet again. Last 15 minutes here. Keep in mind there is a second leg to be played. There is still a chance for Jesus, but if he goes 4-0 down into that leg, I don't think there will be much hope. Van der Sar will just about keep him out. Comes up for another corner. As this wave of Emre Yilmaz pressure continues to build. Capdevilla, Ronaldinho, R9.
Talk to me about that short corner, because I think it shows more about Emre's mindset than anything else. The fact that, you know what, I'm going to play it short, I'm just going to shoot. He's got no... It's almost a bit of arrogance. Like, I don't care what you're going to do. I'm just going to play my way and I'm going to beat you.
For
Ginola, R9.
Oh, what a save. For me, this works because now you're expecting that, so you won't bring the keeper out.
We'll tell you that. We pick up his corner, he gives the ball away and counter-attacks on.
No, but I like that corner because, you know, goalkeeper movement in a corner is usual. But if you do it, he's going to score.
It plays on the mindset of your opponent as well, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. What amazes me about Emre, apart from being relentless like
that
this,
is incredible. R9 to make it 4. Van der Sar may have saved the day, and again, 2 massive double saves.
I like the power shot idea, I just don't think we're the right place to do it.
Waktu kipernya maju sampai sini, dari sini bisa.
Maybe even a
has to score.
Heel to ball roll.
Needs this one, Huller. That is very But that could be a lifeline in this game. Just something to take into the second leg. Ruud Gullit with a ridiculous strike. We'll see again on the replay. Fires it into the back of the net.
if you give me 3 points that I can change in the match, I'll win it. From 4-0 to 3-1, it's just play.
Do you know what that is there? That's, I've laid all my cards down. Give me something. Someone on this pitch, step up and be a hero.
Are we going to see something? We're in a very historic Champions League city, a city of comebacks.
Istanbul.
Surely not.
Have you got something special for us? But this
Udah
time,
main di belakang
on the
aja ini.
virtual pitch.
Kalau 2 menit segini.
I think Emre Yilmaz happy just to see this clock down. He'll look to play for the last chance of the game. Jesus, do not concede. There is a way back in for you. However, if you concede now, it's back to square one. Any chance, any hope of a comeback, you could argue, would be wiped away. 2 minutes of added time.
No way.
Falls kindly. Is there options in the box? There is there. Ronaldinho, Alawairan! That's how you end the game. If you give your opponent a sniff, say no thank you, I'll score again. It's a 3-goal cushion reinstated.
That's a big, big goal. That's a big goal in the complexion of this game. 3-1 to 4-1 is completely different tactics, instructions. How you go into that second leg. The only thing really in my eyes that could be a detriment to Emre Yilmaz now is potentially a bit of complacency.